同学们好. It's Ms. Wu. I want to get you guys started on the family portrait project, but I wasn't able to be here today. So I just want to get you started off by going through the directions. Please follow along with your own family portrait project instruction sheet. And I'm going to read it through, but I want to highlight a couple things. So first of all, I want you're going to be making a family portrait poster and presenting it to the class. You may use pictures of people in your actual family, or you may draw or cut pictures from magazines or the internet to make up a dream family. For each member in your family, write sentences in Chinese characters about their name, age, nationality, and school. And you are going to present your picture to the class. Your poster and presentation is going to be graded according to the rubric and the checklist, so make sure you watch it closely so that you're getting everything that you need. Your poster must include each person's name, include each person's age, include what school or grade they attend if they are of school age, include what nationality they are, and it must be written in Chinese characters. Okay, so once you finish out your plan or once you're done with your poster, come back to this checklist. Make sure you have all these things and check it off as you go along. Okay, let's take a look at how the project is going to be graded. I am grading you on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 categories. Number 1 is comprehensibility, and that's how well do others understand me. Please note that you do not have to have perfect pronunciation. That's not the goal. The goal is how well do other people understand me. So if you meet expectations strong, which is a B, it means your teacher and your classmates can understand you with little difficulty. If you exceed expectations, and that would be like an A, means you would be easily understood by a sympathetic listener. Okay, in our class, we know we're all talking about family. But a sympathetic listener would be someone who's used to listening to learners of Chinese, but maybe doesn't have the context that we have. Like, we all know we're talking about family. If you could be understood by someone, then that's an A. Next thing is language control. How well do I use Chinese? If you meet expectations strong, and that's the B, you are mostly correct with memorized sentences. So which sentences are memorized? Those are the ones that you guys have access to in the textbook and on the bottom or the back of the sheet, and ones that we've went over in class. Note, to meet expectations and get a B, you may still have errors if you try and create new combinations. Okay? If you're trying a sentence that we haven't done in class, you might have some errors, and that's okay. To get in the A category means you're correct with all of your memorized sentences. So all the ones that you could look up in the book, all the ones that we have on this page, and you can easily substitute, you're correct with all those. But to get an A, you still may have errors if you're trying to create new sentences that we've never done in class. And that's okay. As long as people can understand you, then that's what's important. Okay, next I'm going to be looking at vocabulary. The difference between the B and the A category says you appropriately use a wide vocabulary of the words we've used. The best way to get a wide vocabulary is just to talk a lot. So if you can say something about somebody, say it. Anything you can get. It also helps if you add imaginary people. Like if you're an only child and your whole poster is about your mom and your dad and that's it, it's not as interesting. You can't get as many vocabulary words. So maybe you want to add some imaginary brothers and sisters. Okay. The next thing I'm going to be judging you, assessing you on is your use of Chinese characters. Okay. To get in the A category means your characters are all correct, they're neat, and they're well balanced. So those are things that you can look up. If you're in the B category, it means your characters are all correct and neat. Okay. Presentation skills. I will be assessing you on how well you present your material. And how I'm going to assess it is this way. Notice that all of them, if you meet expectations, all of them say your presentation is well rehearsed. You should practice your presentation before you get to class. I can tell when people have practiced. Then, in presentation skills, the very minimum to meet expectations, and this category over here is like a C, is that you make eye contact. If you use volume, intonation, and eye contact, means you're loud enough for us to hear you, and you speak with expression, and you have eye contact, that's getting you in the B category. Now in the B category, you may still have some unnatural pauses. Okay, maybe you forgot what was coming next or something. It's okay. It takes you a little while to get a word out. It's no problem. If you want to get into the A category, the only difference between A and B is that you speak fluently. Okay, and the only way you can do that is to practice your presentation. Now, what to say in your presentation. Let's go back up here to what your poster must include. What is one sentence you can ask to, or one sentence you can say to include the person's name? So I'm going to pause a little bit. I'm hoping somebody's raising their hand. I'm going to offer an answer. So maybe somebody said, "他叫什么什么什么." Maybe somebody said, 他姓什么什么什么. And you should know which one is the last name, which one is the first name. Maybe instead of saying he is called something, they said, 我妈妈叫. My mom is called maybe Anne. 我爸爸叫 Bob. Okay, something like that. Next up is, what is a sentence you could talk about somebody's age? So I'm going to give you a second. Somebody raise your hand. So maybe somebody said, 他什么什么什么岁. Like 他15岁. How about a sentence including what school and grade? Somebody raise your hand and give an answer. A sentence about what school or grade. So maybe somebody said 她, and we're going to say she this time instead of he, because maybe I'm talking about a sister. 上, and the name of the school, and I'm going to say 初中. So they attend, let's say, Rosemount Middle School. Maybe they attend Rosemount High School, then 高中 Maybe they attend an elementary school. 小学. Maybe they attend a college. 大学. And also, 他上什么什么年级. If it's like you guys, 他上7年级. And let's do a sentence about what nationality they are. Someone raise your hand and give an example of a nationality. How about maybe somebody said, 他是美国人. Now, please take the time to go to the back of your sheet here, and it says, here are some phrases that may help you. I would like you to take 5 minutes totally silent reading time. Go through, try and read these sentences, and circle any of them that you don't know. Once the 5 minutes are up, your substitute teacher will help give you some time, 1 minute, to ask someone next to you any of the words or sentences you didn't know. And then finally, I want to talk about using some of these sentences. So here we have, 这是我的妈妈. Okay, there are things you could substitute here, like mama. This is my mom. But you could easily use this sentence to say, this is my brother. This is my sister. 我爱我的家. I love my family. Instead of saying you love your family, you could say, I love my mom. I love my dad. 我家有5个人. My family has 5 people. Well, you could easily just substitute 5 and you could tell me how many people your family has. Maybe you want to say, 我有3个弟弟. I have 3 brothers, younger brothers. Well, you could talk about having 1 younger brother. You could say 4 younger brothers. Or you could talk about the number of sisters you have. 他叫. That's pretty easy, but you could easily substitute 我妈妈叫, 我爸爸叫, 我弟弟叫. 我有2个妹妹. I have 2 sisters. 他姓. And you could easily substitute in for 我爸爸姓.